Okay, welcome back. This is part 5 of my personal messaging system series. And, oh my god, look, there's no messages. What happened? No, I created another user. I just inserted it into the database. I don't even know why I didn't even use my register form, but anyway. I created another user just with the username of admin. So, you just inserted it. So I'm going to go back to messages. And, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click edit for this, and down here I'm going to click open PHP my admin in new window, and I'm going to go to insert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this value, some of these values. I'm going to change some of these values, and I'm going to create another message to make it look like these two users, the basic SNCS user and the admin user, are sending messages back and forth. So we're just going to change some of these values. Now, this message is going to be sent to basic SNCS. It's going to be from admin. So, admin. The from ID is going to be 2 because that's the ID of the admin account. And I'm just going to say, welcome to the site. So I'm going to change the subject right there. And I'm also going to change this a little bit. I'm just going to change this to welcome, I guess. And I'm going to change the date to just 15th, I guess. I'll leave the date. So this... we're going to keep this open, and I'm going to copy some of this information. We're just going to change this back to welcome. We're going to, we'll just copy this, paste this in, copy our date. Our from user is going to be, from basic SNCS with an ID of 1. It's going to be sent to admin with an ID of 2. So we're going to click go for this, and I'm going to click go for this. So you can see we now have 2 messages technically in our database. So I can close this. So we've our 2 messages here, and so one is sent from basic SNCS to admin, and one is sent from admin to basic SNCS. So if we refresh our admin inbox, you can see this message is from basic SNCS. It says welcome to the site, and so that's still working. So I'm going to go to the home page. You can see this is 2 users. This is my home page currently, because I don't have any of these other sections implemented. It just displays the latest users, this is actually in reverse order. So I'm going to log out, and I'm going to log in using the basic Nick profile and my password. Whoops. There we go. You've been logged in, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to go to inbox. And you can see right here, this is now from admin. And it says, welcome to the site, welcome. So we have 2 users that in theory, have sent a message to each other. So if we click on admin, it actually takes us to another profile page. Except I just use the same image value. So it's the same profile image. But the information right here is different, so you can tell that. So if I change the ID to 2, just to show you that, or the ID from 2 to 1, just to show you it's different. See, it's different info, because it's a different user ID. So this is actually working. Now what we're going to work on is our reply page. So I'm going to go back to my root directory, and as soon as this loads, I'm going to open my index.php page, and I'm going to hit a new page. And I'm going to copy and paste some things in from my index page. Actually, I don't need to do it from there. I'll do it from here. So I'm going to scroll up. And I'm going to copy this. Paste it in here. And I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to grab this. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is the setup for each of my pages, because I just include the top and bottom in case I want to change them. So it's very, very similar to just using a dynamic pages, which I have a tutorial up on dynamic pages. So I'm actually taking forever to do this. I'm sorry. Grab that. Paste it right there. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to save this page into my basics Nix directory, the root directory. It's called reply.php. So hit OK. So it's going to save it any second now. Huge lag once again, of course. There we go. So we have our highlighting now and everything. So I'm going to change this to reply to... I'll just say reply, whatever. So we're also going to include our username, except we're going to change this right here, our echo statement. We're going to change it to, you must be logged in to view this page. We're going to change it to a require. So require. And I'm going to require actually, never mind, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it as the message. So, there we go. Indent. Okay. So, there we go. And I'm also going to grab this chop part right there. So, we're going to grab that. So, that's just going to display the top little box. And this displays the bottom box. There we go. So if we just click reply, it'll take us to our reply page, and we just have inbox for basics Nix, because we forgot to change our little title here. So we'll change this to reply to message, and we'll click save. So we refresh, resend the data. It just says reply to message. So technically we have our page open here, and inside of our if statement right here, and our box, our ID box. God, sorry. Inside of here is where we're gonna have our code to send to our database and everything. So the first thing we're gonna need is our require, and this is gonna be our connect page. So scripts / connect.php. So that's going to connect to our database, which I'm just going to throw in some comments, just a nice little comment line, because that's what I do when I'm doing this type of setup. So there we go. So we have our require right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our information about that, which we're going to actually get our information for our require. So if we go back to our inbox page, we scroll up, and we go to our form. So our form sends 3 values. We have our reply subject, our reply content, and our reply button. So we need to use the post method and get all 3 of these. So if we just go back to our reply page, we're going to say $, just subject equals $_ post in caps, must be caps, and then brackets, and then quotation marks. And inside of here we have reply subject. So if you want, you can just copy and paste this 3 times. Which, the first one, we should just get our button. So, button. This should be reply button. Reply button. And then we have, after our subject, we have our content. So, reply content. So I'm going to change this button right here. Change this to an if statement. So it should read as follows. So I'm going to indent this and and if there, put an else, and just echo out something. What we're going to echo out is, you must submit a response to a message. So, yeah. So you must submit a response to a message. So we're going to save the page and stop this video here. In the next video, we will continue on with our reply page. So check out the next video.